Well, good day, math students. We're going to start off today's lesson with a quick review of yesterday's quiz. All right, we're going to go through each question real quick. You should have your test back in front of you so you can see how you did. A lot of you did your work right on the page, on this page, which was great. Okay, so we're going to go down through that and talk about it a little bit today, okay? So, going to be less than 10 minutes here, hopefully a lot less than 10 minutes, but... All right, here we go. So, last name, you capitalize your name. Hopefully you did that. Some of you didn't. First name, capitalize your first name. Hopefully you did that. Your teacher, hopefully you know who your teacher is. Okay, so we'll move on. Okay, here we go. Now, I understand at the beginning here, I have that one dot, looks like 1.17, so I'll fix that for the next time, but I believe we got through that pretty well. And if you didn't, you raise your hand and you ask questions like, hey, what does this mean? And we told you, and you were, oh, okay. So, yeah, so for these, let's go right down through this, all right? For this, you get 17 meters, all right, and 45 centimeters. Well, for every 1 meter is 100. So 17 meters would be 1,700. So it's 1,700, right? And then what I need to do is just kind of tack on that 45. So it's just adding on to 45. So that would be 1,745. So that was the correct answer there. Okay. All right, moving on. For number 2, 15 kilometers, all right, and 30 meters. How many is that? So this is 15 kilometers. For every 1 kilometer, it's 1,000 meters. So that's 15,000 meters, right, plus 30 meters. So that came out to be down here, 15,030 meters. Some of us chose this one up here, okay? But this is 15,030 meters. All right, for number 3, this one, which was 31 kilometers, or kilograms, and 3 grams, all right? So we have to understand that there's 1,000 grams in 1 kilogram. So 31 grams is 31,000, so that's 31,000 grams. Well, now I have to add 3 grams to that, so that's all it's doing is this, is adding 3 grams. So it comes out to be 31,003. And which one looks like that? This one right here, 31,003, okay? Just like that. All right. Number 4, there we go, 4. This one we had to do the opposite direction. We had to go from all milliliters to liters and milliliters. So just like before, in 1 liter there's 1,000 milliliters, right? So I look out here in my thousands place, I see 13. That's what goes right there, 13 liters. Everything else, 674, goes over here. So I should have written down 13 liters, 674 milliliters. And that's the very first one right there, okay? And then 5. For some reason, when I was going through the corrections, a lot of kids said you could not compare these 2 measurements. And you can, all right? I know that they're different units, but I can convert these units all to smaller units, okay? So if I convert them all to smaller units, I know that 1 meter equals 100 centimeters, correct? So all I need to do in order to get these all to centimeters is multiply them by 100, okay? So it's just adding 2 zeros to the end of these numbers to figure it out, okay? So what it comes down to is this one here is 560700. That's 560,700. This is 560,701. They're not equal. This one is the same thing, 560,700. That is not greater than this one. And finally, this one down here is 560,700 is less than 560,701, right? So this one was the correct answer right there. How to do conversions, guys. All right, on to addition and subtraction. I was really pleasantly surprised at this one, okay? Now, I did my work over here on the paper. You can see on question 6 here, okay? I had to take these questions like I've been doing the whole time, and I converted the kilograms and grams all over to grams. and then just simply added them up. And I came with 28,241, and I converted those back to 28 kilograms, 241 grams. 28 kilograms, 241 grams, just right there, just like that. Okay? All right, we're moving on. Teachers, at any moment you need to pause and kind of review, please do, okay? I know I'm moving quickly. All right, for number 7, I had to subtract now. All right, I had to subtract, so I had to convert everything over to, I convert everything from kilometers, meters, just to meters, right? And that's what it looks like right here. So the problem that we had was 703 kilometers, 17 meters, minus 34 kilometers, 128 meters. Well, I made this into 703,017, and then this one into 34,128, and I subtract it. I came out with 668,889. And then this part becomes my kilometers, and this part becomes my meters. Okay? And nowhere over here, right, is this one right here, this one right here. 668 kilometers, 889 meters, okay? This one was in reverse order. That didn't work, okay? All right, so now, word problems. All right, so here are word problems. I have my word problems all on the work page, so I'm just gonna switch over to that real quick, okay? So here are the word problems that we had, okay? So, first of all, you needed to use a tape diagram to model each problem. That was worth points, okay? I had to solve using a simplifying strategy or an algorithm. That is actually just showing your work. We've talked about that at nauseum, really. We've talked about it a lot. Then finally, we had to write our answer as a statement on the Google form, not here. Now, for teaching purposes, I wrote down my sentence here. And if you wanted to write your sentence down here, you are more than welcome to. But on the Google form itself, I wanted you to write in an incomplete sentence your answer, okay? So here, Sylvia ran 3 kilometers, 290 meters in the morning, okay? That's this part, this is bar right, or this piece of tape right here. Then she ran 6 kilometers, 709, I see that says min. It should be meters in the afternoon, okay? A lot of us caught that, and we went over it in class. How far does Sylvia run altogether? This is a through and through addition problem. This was the morning, this is the evening. 300 kilometers, 3 kilometers, 290 meters, 6 kilometers, 709 meters. I converted these all to just meters, added them up. Look at this, I got 9,999 meters. Okay, one more meter would have been 10,000 meters. So then I converted to 9, Sylvia ran 9 kilometers, 999 meters altogether, okay? Really important to do that. I did have a few kids where we're writing down as our zeros like this. I mean, it's like this, almost like that. Looks like a 6, right? Can't do that. And our 4s we're doing like this. It kind of looks like a 9, doesn't it? So we gotta be very careful. I mean, a 4, you can write this way, or I can write this way, all right? Be very specific with your 4s and your 9s, okay? All right. All right, over here in the back. Okay, this was a 2-step problem. 1 step, 2 step. Zachary weighs 37 kilograms, 95 grams. And this was Zachary. Gabe weighs 4,650 grams less than Zachary. See this? This is Gabe's tape less than. So I took the whole thing and then subtracted this amount to find out Gabe's weight. And then finally, Harry weighs 2,905 grams less than Gabe. So here's Gabe, 2,905 grams less. So there's Gabe's. So I've got to figure out how much does Harry weigh, right? So that's what I did. I had to figure out first how much Gabe weighed. That was 32,445 grams. And then I took that answer, went up here and subtracted this amount, the 2,905, and came up with 29,540. So that Harry weighs 29 kilograms, 540 grams. Okay? You can see the whiteout here that I did. I copied my answer. I copied one of these things down wrong and realized it. So I make mistakes too. All right, and then find the three-step problem. Okay, now the three-step problem took a lot of perseverance, took a lot of grit. All right, but what we want to teach you as teachers is that when things get hard, you try harder, and it's really important that you do that. You know, there's things that you can do. You do what you can do and leave the rest. You know what I mean? Just do what you can do. You get as far as you can, and then us as teachers see that you're trying your very best, and we couldn't be more proud of you. All right, but when you give up, that's when we get kind of frustrated. We don't want to see you give up. So we're going to try to teach you, no matter how hard it gets, you try harder. So one barrel held 60 liters, 868 milliliters of sap. There's barrel one right there. A second barrel held 20,089 milliliters more sap than the first barrel. So here's barrel two. I put down B2, right? See that? Let me get some more light over here so we can see a little bit better. Okay, so now I've got the same number here for barrel two, and I added that second part, all right? So I need to figure out how much that one weighs. So that's my first step. You can see right here. Third barrel here has a third barrel held 40 liters, 82 milliliters less sap than the second. So here's the second barrel right here, the whole thing. And I put over here this little dotted box here, 40 liters, 82 milliliters less than that, to figure out what barrel three weighs. But the question says how much sap in all three barrels together. Okay, well, I need to add barrel 1, 2, and 3. So I got to figure out the whole thing of barrel 2 and barrel 3 and then add them all up. So step 1 was find barrel 2. Barrel 2 was 80,957 milliliters. So now I know the answer to that. I need to subtract 40,082 milliliters from that. So step 2 is to take this answer, go here, and subtract it, okay? And I got 40,875. That's barrel 3, okay? So this was right here, barrel 3. So now I know barrel 1, check. Barrel 2, check. Barrel 3, check. Put them all in order and add them up. A lot of us got this far, and I was super proud of you. I was like cheering you the whole way. Where we made mistakes were when we added numbers up, we had to carry a 2 sometimes because the numbers got into the 20s. And that's where we carried a 1 by mistake. So I'll give you an example here. We said 8 plus 7 is 15 plus 5 is 20. A lot of us put down this 0 and carried a 1. And you should have carried a 2, right? So that kind of got messed up, all right? But it's okay. The answer for this was all three barrels hold 182 liters, 700 milliliters of sap, okay? And I wrote those answers in my Google form, all right? So now, many of us in our classes did very well with this. It really comes down to you believing in yourself and giving it your all every single day in math class. We know you can do it. We know you're really smart kids, so just keep trying your best every day. You will get it. You will get through it. You just have to give your brain a chance, all right? Super proud of you guys. Today we're going to work on some perimeter and area. All right. See you in a bit with our I can statement.